Welcome to Joyful Living DMV. We invest in real estate. Don't forget to subscribe to Joyful Living DMV YouTube channel and visit us online at JoyfulLivingDMV.com.
Hi, I'm Kathy Corley with Joyful Living, and today we are here at MiCasa Title with Mark Gheiler, and Mark is going to tell us about what MiCasa does. He's going to demystify the whole closing experience and talk to us about a couple of what we feel are hot topics that just need more explanation. All right, so let's take it away, Mark. Thank you for having us today, by the way.
No, absolutely, and thank you for bringing me in to do this. I think it's a very important topic. A lot of people don't know much about it.
Absolutely.
So happy to inform people what it's about.
Awesome. So tell us about Mark and MiCasa Title.
Sure. So I'm an attorney. I graduated from the University of Baltimore in 1999. I had actually started working as a clerk intern at a title company while I was in law school. So I worked there for 2 years. In 2000, I went to work for another title company, and in 2003 went on my own with a partner. We had a title company then, and then in 2007 we split up, and I opened MiCasa Title, which I've been the owner of since.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We love working with you, by the way.
Love working with you. It's been great. So I've had a lot of experience since 1997.
Right.
I was going to say 2007. Since 1997, in title as an attorney since 1999. Work with a lot of investors, small transactions, large transactions. Baltimore City, sometimes I've done little deals for $500, somebody buying a lot or burnt down house. And the largest transaction we did recently was $27 million.
Wow, that's a huge transaction.
It was very, very nice transaction, very interesting transaction. We worked on that for a long time, and it was very satisfying when it closed.
So that leads me to ask you, was that $27 million transaction, was that a typical real estate deal, or was that a commercial real estate deal?
It's considered a commercial real estate transaction. It's going to be an apartment building, and it's actually going to be housing for veterans and some homeless people.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it was very cool. So other than the monetary side of things, which was definitely nice, it's very nice to be able to, help veterans and people that really need.
Absolutely. So it's good to know that you do both sides of the court, because commercial, to me, right now with my level of experience or inexperience, seems like it's such a whole nother animal that it's good to know that I can still come to you and possibly
It looks that way. Really, from a settlement standpoint, yes, there might be more steps, but it's basically the same thing.
Okay.
And with the right people behind you, you'll get there soon.
Fantastic.
If you want.
Right, and there is that, isn't there? So you guys do typical deals all day long. You are doing commercial things. You're working with investors. How is it a little bit different working with investors than a typical end buyer?
So with the end buyer, we're usually dealing more with their real estate agent and their lender. With investors, it's more, not hand-holding, but it's really, they know what they're doing generally, and it's dealing more with a professional investor than with their representative or their real estate agent. From a title perspective, there's really not that much more of a difference. Reviewing the title, making sure that everything is correct, doing our job. But it's being able to satisfy the requirements that a real estate investor who is trying to make the deal work, they have their financial constraints, taking all of that into account to make the deal work for the investor. And often it is a a matter of timeliness. They want to move the transaction a lot quicker than a home buyer might,
Absolutely.
because they're going to be making money off the deal, obviously.
So we have found, Karen and I have found, having you on our team has been huge. We call you, text you, email you with any number of questions. and we find that extremely helpful. So do you put yourself out there to be a resource person for your investor clients?
100%. Most of my clients have my cell phone, like you said. You can text me, you can call me all kinds of the night. If I'm not with my family at a special event, I'm usually answering
Absolutely.
my email on my phone, and text probably the easiest way of getting in touch with me. And I know that. I know that when you're an investor, there are things that might come up that you need immediate answers to. And as you probably know, if you can't get a hold of me for whatever reason, I have a magnificent team behind me that can always help out as well.
We love your team. And speaking of your team doesn't just live in these four walls here at the office. You can do closings remotely also, yes?
100%. These days, most people, but a lot of people are not coming to the closing table. A lot of them are mail-aways. We have a network of closers, notaries throughout the country that can accommodate whatever needs to be done.
Absolutely. I think
within a very short time.
I think the very first deal we did with you was a wholesale deal here in Baltimore, and the seller lived over in Delaware on the Eastern Shore, and
we had a notary go out there.
You had someone go out and take care of it, and she was thrilled because she was so concerned. She was an older lady. She just didn't know how she was going to get into the office in Baltimore anymore, and we were like, oh no. And I think for us, I think that made a difference on getting the deal closed versus not getting the deal closed.
Absolutely, glad I could make it work.
Yep, and we had talked about even a seller out in the Midwest. I had called in and said, hey, if I can get this deal going, can we
Right
can
before
we
I
do
walked
it
into
that
this
far
room,
away?
one of my buyers called me and said the seller's a mother and daughter, one's in Florida, the other one, I'm not sure where she is right now. So after I leave this meeting, gotta go make arrangements to see how they're going to,
Gotcha.
where they're gonna be signing. So it
Interesting.
happens more often than it used to. When I started in this, everybody used to sit down around the table, and it used to be done with technology. These days, it's really not necessary.
Right.
And people's hectic lives
Yes.
don't allow them to.
Always.
Everybody coordinate. In a closing, there's a lot of people that you need to coordinate, and it's very tough to get everybody sitting down around. You probably know, trying to get your kids at the dinner table. Everybody has their hectic schedule, so if there's anything I can do to accommodate and make that easier, why not?
Thank you for watching. We ask that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Joyful Living DMV, to automatically see our latest videos.